All right. Shalawam.
Shalawam.
This is the brothers of GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live camp. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. And to the few sincere Aqua, diligently learning in silence. Shabbat Shalawam. And, today is July 4th, the Independence Day, the birth of America, the birth of Babylon, whatever you want to call it. And you got, a lot of our people out here, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true children of Israel, thinking that, hey, this is a day to celebrate too. I have a part in this American independence when back in the 1700s, you were considered what? 2/5 of a man. You were in slavery when America had its Independence Day. And, just with this, camp we're going to be going into, hey, this devil is really about to show that old 1776, 1864, 1900 spirit on you jakes. Because on this day down here in Louisiana, our governor had just recently passed a bill that made it, legal to open carry permitless. And then somebody sent a picture to a brother in the camp of an Edomite at a grocery store at the checkout, already, got that iron on his hip, ready to go. And when these Edomites see that their country is going down, and who do you think that who's going to be their main target once they really start, slinging that iron out here? It's going to be you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because they look at you as one of the major problems in this country. The so-called Negroes on welfare and Section 8, and then especially you Northern Kingdom, you so-called Latinos coming across the border, getting thousands of dollars in free money, new cars and all that shit. So you're about to see this devil come down in great wrath on an average level with this average everyday Edomite, and especially with these elites, because we can't forget about them. They're getting ready to move us to a digital cashless society with what? That charagma in you, and you just completely locked into the grid. But without further ado, we're going to start it off with that Revelation.
This is Revelation 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time."
And straight to the point. Woe or destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, that deceiver, Esau, Edom, has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Again, the elites, like your Rothschilds and your Rockefellers, see that Israel's waking up and what the prophets are out. So they're speeding up to, fulfill their great work, that great reset. And then these average everyday Edomites, they see the writings on the wall for America. Hence, again, why that governor is coming out with this new law to what? Allow, open carry, permitless, because they see things are about to collapse and it's about to get bad. So what? They're looking out for their own, to protect the average everyday Edomite. But who do you think is going to be the main target at the end of that gun? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I know you got that information.
Concealed carry too.
Oh, concealed carry? Concealed carry, Salakia. Yeah, I don't know the exact specifics of it, so, brothers want to, correct me on it. Feel free to.
Yeah, that's from Fox, local first news. It says, starting July 4th, Louisiana residents aged 18 and older can carry a concealed handgun without a permit. The new law excludes convicted felons. However, the NOPD and the New Orleans Parish District Attorney have indicated that the law will take effect on August 1st. But it's a good point in here. It says, at Neutral Ground Gun Company in Araby, owner Sam Slavich reportedly steady firearm sales and increased sales of belts, holsters, and other items for concealed carry. More people are looking out for their own protection, and the protection of those around them is a good thing.
Well, by their own protection, what do they mean? The protection of their own people, these Edomites. And you notice how it said, it's open to everybody but convicted felons. So what? That knocks out a lot of jakes off the bat. And, during those George Floyd protests, which what was the premise of that? An Edomite cop killing a so-called black man. You saw an uptick in new gun ownership, mainly amongst these Edomites. No different with this. These Edomites are gearing up because they know their society is about to collapse. And while they're going to be banging it out with the government and, the authorities and stuff, they're also going to be banging it out with you Israelites as well. Because lest we forget, Esau has that perpetual hatred towards you Israelites, going back to their forefather Esau and our forefather Jacob.
Got a little more.
Okay.
This says, more people are looking out for their own protection, and the protection of those around them is a good thing. To be able to exercise your freedoms as a red-blooded American, I think it's a good thing.
A red-blooded American.
Yes.
A red blood shooting forth through your skin American. When you hear those terms, patriot, red-blooded American, you know who first comes to mind. Esau, Edom.
That's right.
And hey, they're getting back in that old rowdy spirit. Just go to social media, especially over these elections between Trump and Biden, just to see that old sentiment of bringing America back to those glory days coming out in those Edomites. When I was coming to camp, I didn't watch the video, but I saw a video saying, hey, come and bring it on, where it was a patriotic looking American, and it looked like he had an image of the South African president or Prime Minister Cyril Ramaphosa on the side. So I was assuming it was talking about how those South Africans, those Hamites, are trying to get those Edomites out of there. But when he was saying, come and bring it on, you know what he was insinuating? Killing anything browner than a brown paper bag. And then I looked in some of the comments and it said, hey, does anybody want to go on safari? And what's that alluding to? Killing black people, killing niggas. A purge, a black purge, a niggercide, which is exactly what is about to come to the streets of America. But that was it on that?
Yeah, if I could say too, the first thing Edom do, they always, who suffer the worst when something like that goes on? Jake that's in the slums, the hood, they suffer the worst. Because you got these Edomites with magazines of weapons, and they come to your hood looking to get you out the way, man. And just like they had in the movie, was it the first purge?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the first people that they went after? You got the government and government trucks that's gonna be riding around trying to get Jake out the way, and they gonna get a lot of Jakes out the way, man. Like you got it, bro.
And then what? The forever purge was dealing with the Northern Kingdom.
Yeah.
So you so-called Latinos and Native Americans, you aren't exempt from this either. Esau's about to ride on all 12 tribes. But I know some of y'all had some precepts.
The brother mentioned thinning the herd, and that's what this draft is about too. They're gonna thin out the herd, taking away a lot of you 18 and 26, and then whatever else these different pestilence bring about, and then you got the slaughter that's gonna happen over here in the second civil war that's gonna happen. All right, and then they'll move in, because these devils ain't stupid, man. It's more guns in this country than people. All right, like we bring out Texas alone has a lot of gun toting, boot spitting. All right, beer drinking ass Edomites that got a lot of heavily armed artillery, man. So with that being said, they're gonna thin the herd before they move in with their troops. All right, or they just like to say, they might just say fuck it and just let everybody go to war out here. All right, which we can see that definitely happen. All right, because once resources collapse and things get to happening, I can see this the first place where it's already a shithole. So imagine some more shit coming down the pipe. It's it. So we had that very much at that point. Go ahead.
At that boiling point. Any worst case scenario you can think about: food shortages, more lockdowns, civil unrest. We are all at that edge of the cliff to where you just take one more step and fall off. It just depends on which one's going to spark that fuse first. But you had your precept.
This is Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
And what does it say back in that Revelation 12, verse 12? Woe to the earth and all that dwelleth in it. And woe means destruction. woe to you people out there, especially our people, because of these terrible times we're quickly coming into.
Yeah, when you read up in this chapter, it's talking about the new Egypt. So it's talking about Babylon specifically.
And how the Most High is going to get over, so I'll bring these plagues again.
God, I'm going to jump up to verse 12. Let's go to 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
My people is led as a flock to the slaughter, because a lot of you know, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans forget that this place was what? Always been a place of horror and hardship for our people.
Double straights.
Double straights. Every time Jake tried to do something, like just recently what happened, they denied the survivors of Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, reparations. Well, at the same time, they just sent $40 billion more over to Ukraine. That's what they think, you niggas out here. Jake never got a fair leg in this place, but you know, a lot of our people, because it's July 4th and they can pop some fireworks and get a little extra money on their job, they think they've made it. But no, that's not the case. This is the place of slaughter for our people. But we're coming into the times to where the Most High is going to set up that standard for his elect, as it said, and I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. You know, the 1/3 over here that's going to pass through that fire and be tried as gold and silver is tried and refined in the fire. But as for everybody else, a woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof.
And hey, you know, it's not exactly how it was in ancient Egypt with those plagues, but this place is definitely getting hit with plagues. You know, these food processing plants are getting destroyed. Farmers' croplands are getting messed up.
And you forgot, they told them a lot of farmers are coming out through the Midwest, and they're telling them to destroy their crops. They're telling them, we'll give you, come on, man. If you're a guy here that you're a farmer and your crops are already growing slow, your land are already kind of destroyed, and you got livestock, and they say, hey, I'll give you $34 million to kill all your pigs. What you think they're going to do? Fucking a tire for a John Deere tractor alone costs about $30,000-$40,000, man. You know what I'm saying? Upkeep of them animals costs X amount of that. They're gonna do that shit, man. And they're doing it. A lot of them switched over to natural crops to what? Monsanto's. All right? Along with the other tricks and bullshit Monsanto was doing, going through. This the tricks of the white man. He'll go through, it's been said, he'll go through, just say this is a crop land, he'll go through with a dump truck with the door halfway open, and every time he hit bumps and hit on the road, the seeds are dropping out on the road, and the seeds naturally go on your side of your farm, and he come through with his scientists and say, oh,
It's copyrighted.
yeah, hey, what you doing? This is our seeds, man. So we got ownership and rights to, you know, a percentage of it. We just take the whole thing from you, man. That's the fucking white man for you. You know, go ahead.
And hey, that's a beautiful point the brother brought up, because I remember back during 2019 to 2021, I saw a bunch of farmers saying the exact same thing the elder brother was saying. Hey, the government's saying we're going to give you subsidies if you destroy your lands. And they were showing footage of trucks dropping, like, it looked like crude oil on their soil just to completely ruin it.
Yeah, then it magically, you tell me it was one time going into last year or early this year, you tell me every day a chicken plant, a meat plant, catching fire and blowing up and all this other shit. Come on, man.
Planes flying into it.
The train situation was crazy. Yeah. It was like every fucking day you tell me, I mean, what these niggas, all these niggas drinking four locos while they driving the train? And them bitches just crashing and derailing, huh? Out the blue, man.
And it ain't just a train carrying teeny babies. It's a train with like toxic chemicals on it, getting it into local hazardous waste, getting it into local riverways and lakes.
Then the ship situation with these bridges, man. All right, which that basically, if you don't know the dynamics of Baltimore, Maryland, and that particular harbor, and that particular shipping yard, you should just go back on a rock, because that particular shipyard alone is almost like a gateway to a lot of things that float over there on that East Coast, man.
That's like the third biggest port in the country.
And they shut that bitch down for a while. So you do the math.
And going back to that Revelation 12, verse 12, the devil coming down in great wrath.
Yeah, which the name of that ship went back to some type of demon. You
And
know,
it had a three on this side and a three on the other side of the bow of the ship.
yeah, man.
Hey, that devil coming down in great wrath. These elites, hey, turning the screws because they're ready to fulfill that NW0.
God. It's, verse 12, it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it.
Which we've been going into some of these plagues and punishments.
It says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fall through the blasting and hail and with the fearful constellation.
Hey, those that till the ground. You know, the farmers out here, they're mourning because what? Adverse weather events are destroying their croplands, and what? Esau, the powers that be, are coming behind the scenes and saying, look, do this and we'll help you out, but if you don't, we'll just bury you. We'll bury you with that farm.
Yeah, because most farmers out here, if you don't know, a lot of them, if just like the churches, if they get under certain guidelines, they fall under no, it's another thing. It's like rural development laws. So where they don't get taxed like you. Like the guy, one of the guys knew from Texas, like he told me all he had to do is get a couple of livestock, which he had a bunch of shit. You know, he had to pay tax on his truck. He had to register his truck for 10 years, all type of shit. You know, so these people take that away from you. And they got certain incentives by you just having this sign, you know, like a incentive by the government sign, they give you X amount of millions a year. All right, because you fall on the guidelines, something like a 501c3, but it's for farmers though.
Yeah, subsidy.
Yeah, subsidy. So you'll listen to everything that we say. You'll change up, you know, the different chemicals in the feed. You know, it's a lot, but they fall in line with that, man. You know.
The average person doesn't give a shit about their community. As these prices and inflation gets worse, it's just about me and my own. So
dog eat dog.
Dog eat dog. But hey, yeah, let the scriptures speak.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
You got that in article?
God, yep.
Remember, we just started off with that that new law coming into play where a concealed carry, permitless carry is coming to Louisiana. And you're going to see a lot more states, start making that more prevalent.
This is off the WashingtonPost.com. It says.
And what year did it come out?
It came out June 14th, 2024.
So this month. Last month. It's June. A lot of shit happened in June.
It says, this is the title. It says, man planned mass shooting of black people to start race war, Fed say.
Hey, man, reread it again,
the title says, man planned mass shooting of black people to start race war, Fed say.
And I wonder what that man looked like. What did we just read? Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For, the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's an example of that brewing up. And that sword, in America, is what that gun. And as we've been going into, there's been an uptick in, over the last couple of years, of new gun purchases and new gun owners. The Most High is strategically setting things in play for these people to go to war with each other in these streets. Race wars, civil war, class war, gender wars. These migrants over here, people going to war against them, and hey, them migrants a lot of them being UN troops that are gonna have that sword going against people. It's about to be a free for all. And that famous scene, which is probably the most famous scene in that movie, Civil War. What kind of American are you? Right. You're gonna have Edomites out there, and notice the people they were putting down was mainly non-Edomite people. And when that Moabite was like, "Oh, I'm from Hong Kong," didn't even give him a second thought to put one in his chest. That's what it's coming to out here. But for the majority of our people, they still believe that, this is the Patriot with Mel Gibson, where everybody's going to get together at the end and we're going to pop fireworks and eat barbecue chicken.
I got a quick paragraph.
Kind.
It says, an Arizona man plotted to target black people in a mass shooting this spring with the goal of inciting a race war before the 2024 election. A federal grand jury charged this week. It says Mark Prieto, 58, of Prescott, Arizona, made plans to carry out.
What was his name?
Mark Prieto.
Hey,
Prieto.
sound like a devil.
Mark Prieto.
And Arizona,
Yes.
that's one of those hardcore Edomite states.
They were to this present day, Arizona worse than Mississippi. With the go look up how many militia groups is in Arizona. It'll make your skin crawl. All right, and you Jakes is in Arizona, boy, you gonna get your ass wore out. All right, because them Edomites so proud they gonna walk on the border themselves to guard their border. You know, they don't got Homeland Security or the Border Patrol. They go out there with their own shit to guard the border. Right, same thing in Michigan. It's another state. Them boys vicious up there.
That's where your boy Rittenhouse, Kyle Rittenhouse, that went on that shooting spree during that George Floyd protest was from.
I'm about to say, you brothers, you understand, man. This is just as this devil studies us. You gotta go understand and start studying these devils, man. All right, the white supremacist groups and shit. All right, Minutemen. All right, these different patriots and these militia groups. Michigan, Arizona, Utah,
The whole
Colorado,
Pacific Southwest.
yeah, Colorado, Oregon, man. That's neo-Nazis over there, man. Even here.
Yes.
These devils that live across that, you can't see it from over here, but it's a long bridge, Lake Pontchartrain Bridge. You go over there on the North Shore, Mandeville, Covington,
Addisonville.
you know, Folsom and shit, man. Man, them Edomites are dying to fuck their draws up on you niggas, man. That's it. I'm talking about get their rocks off, man. On you niggas, man. Denham Springs, Central, Walker, Louisiana, ready. So I'm talking about the flex you Jakes out, man.
Hammond.
Yeah. And them niggas in Hammond, I don't know what WD-40 can they been sniffing. Them niggas and just killing each other like a motherfucker up there, man.
Yeah.
You know, thinking you niggas think you NBA young boy and this other what's this other nigga that just died? I don't keep up with them. Fulio niggas, man.
Cooley.
Niggas is crazy. But when this shit go down, you niggas is gonna be all it's gonna be over with, man. You gonna be out there left out there ass in the breeze, man.
They talking about they ain't going for that.
Like Jake from last year.
Yeah.
Just
we ain't going for that.
And I think he's sincere. The Lord pulling at him, but hey, man,
God.
you coming up a different monster. Like I told him, brother, Draco ain't gonna get it. And Jake got they life in there and they life and their hope in that shit, man. They ain't gonna be able to see you. Go ahead.
Can I say something? You know, younger Jakes don't have like the accounts that our grandfathers and great grandfathers, because all of those people have died off. All right, the accounts when they were growing up that they didn't witness this Edomite, this devil, do to our people. So the fear is not really in them, you know, per se. Of course, we don't fear them as far as because we fear the Lord first and foremost, but you know, average Jake don't have that kind of, you know, understanding of what this devil is capable of. That's all I want to say.
I got a little bit more. Kind of finish it off real quick. It says Mark Prieto, 58 of Prescott, Arizona, made plans to carry out the attack in Atlanta, hoping to target African Americans and other non-white people. According to the indictment, from January to May, he allegedly discussed the idea with people who he believed to share the racist beliefs, but who turned out to be FBI source and an FBI undercover agent. Last paragraph, it says Prieto made the plans with them during meetups at gun shows across Arizona, fixating on the racist messages he wanted to send and the desire to fight back against Black, Jewish, and Muslim people, according to the criminal complaint.
And that's the usual suspects: Black, Jewish, you know, throw you Spicks in there, you know, throw Muhammad in there. Anybody that doesn't look like a red-blooded American, as you brought out in that first article.
I want to say one thing, dude. You fucking crackers, man. Go do and look up your own history. You motherfuckers ain't never won shit. From the Civil War, you ain't run shit. These devils, these small hats, fuck you, man. Bad. Vietnam. Segregation. You niggas lost that shit. You niggas fought to not let and them devils know this is what it's gonna be. You ain't won a goddamn thing, man.
With the border right now, you're talking all this big shit about rolling up like a militia, but you're letting tens of thousands, millions of people across the border that a lot of them are troops that are going to be the ones to come and take those guns out of your cold, dead hands, as you
Wear
say.
your ass out, man. So Esau doing like the first purge. He's up in the ante on the chaos and the mayhem that's gonna come through here, man. You know? And it's plain to see. It's not, you don't have to look far, look hard to not notice that, man. All right?
Okay.
Yes, I got you.
Okay.
That's why I think what that is, the book of Zephaniah. I think it's Zephaniah. I know it's Nahum. I forgot what it
It's
is.
the one with the
No, but it talks about how the many corpses, you know, that's how the onslaught of bodies is going to be crazy, man. All right? And then, like I said, you down south hick jakes, man. You not jakes, but you Edomites. A lot of y'all all washed up. You're fat. Your belly's big. All right? You're not in shape. All right? You ain't that old Edomite with the mullet back then, man. Y'all done got wore out, man.
You ain't bad to the bone anymore.
Yeah. Especially you, like I said, you old grease Edomites. You old leather jacket.
Fonzie.
Yeah, Fonzie ass Edomites. Y'all through, man. Y'all washed up, man. So y'all not gonna last 5 minutes of the onslaught.
Right.
All right. And I'm gonna say this too. The Lord, this generation that's here, the Generation Z, them niggas far worse and vicious than what we used to be, man. The Lord made it like that on purpose so you niggas can lock horns, man. All right?
They granddaughters, they ain't surviving that black onslaught right now, but that's a different story. But that was a beautiful point the elder brother made up, because there's a guy I watch called Richie from Boston who, like, sometimes, you know, I think he a Jake because he Italian, but he was saying, hey, the reason the elites waited so long is because people like me, when we were in our youth, that were willing to handle business like that, we too old to do it now.
Yeah. So y'all like them niggas from the y'all like them niggas from the 80s and 70s that was out here doing their thing. Y'all washed up now, man. Right? You can't move the way you used to, man. You had them Soldier Reeboks and Reeds, you niggas was fast as a motherfucker back then. Now you niggas is slow. You got them Walmart shits on now, man.
With the star on it.
Yeah, with that big star. All right? You through, Jay.
Shoes come on a hanger. They not a box.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Niggas is through, man. You know what we talking about. Them big ass shoes, you niggas is through, man. All right? Them drawers don't fit the same no more. All right? Niggas, hey, man. So, hey, when it's time to get out here, these Edomites, these Jakes, it's gonna be straight vicious, man. And all we gotta do is sit back, you know, and watch the show, man.
That's it.
You know, Lord will. The Lord gonna put the Lord in a certain particular position where we just gonna see you niggas get bushed up, man. See you Edomites, all right, get fucked up, man. All right.
We're gonna laugh at Dick 11.
But yeah, because I'm gonna say one more thing, because you niggas, like we went into some months back or a year ago with that thing that happened in Washington. You're not ready for them Edomites. What would happen if them Edomites bum rush your project like that, man?
Oh,
You niggas through. You two business in there doing this.
Bitch, I got you, bitch.
On the Madden.
I like this.
Yeah. Or that too.
yeah.
Rolling up.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Perk 30.
Twerking.
Fentanyl.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Bubba coming around the corner with the F-250 with the shotgun hanging out, man.
They gotta see the man climbing the wall.
Yeah. Scaling the wall, man.
You ready?
Bear.
Yeah.
Too busy got Juan Fonta playing in the background.
Yeah. Bounce music, man. You niggas not ready, man. And the Lord know you niggas not ready. Just like when you watch the first Purge, them niggas thought shit was a game. Dancing, parading in the streets, bullshit. And like I said, the reason why we here, because we don't want to be down there with you niggas for the Essence Fest shit, man. And what that is, that's really a woman's event. You know, a woman's and punk event, man. And guess what? You niggas gonna be out there. Somebody gonna die tonight. I promise you, a couple of people gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And we won't be around you niggas, man. Go ahead, Doc.
You had a precept or?
No.
I thought that Nahum about the corpses.
Yeah, bring it up. Fuck it, just bring it up real fast. I had it, then it's kind of like, you know.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, in verse 3, and it reads, "The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none in of their corpses. They shall stumble upon their corpses.
Yeah, that's how this is how it's gonna be in that day, man. It's gonna be a number of carpets, so much of what people gonna slip and fall over the carcasses and bodies that they're gonna have, man. Because ain't like the scripture goes. There's another scripture that goes into it's not gonna be nobody to till the ground. It's not gonna be nobody to put away these bodies, man. All right, it's gonna be go for what you know. All right, the most skilled, the most really the one who the Lord dealing with, man, is gonna make it out. All right. Because it's gonna be a domino effect. The ones of you that died of famine, hold up. You take over.
Yeah, those of you that don't die of famine, you're gonna die of the race wars. Those of you who don't die of race wars, you're gonna die of pestilence.
Hey, we got that second Ezra 16. You got it out? It start at verse 17 and go down to 23. This is pretty much just reiterating that second Ezra 15 too, because nothing but lamentations, mournings, and woes is coming to America. So you better, enjoy that Hebrew Frank hot dog, that undercooked, barbecue chicken. You better enjoy that in the fireworks right now, because it's only going to get worse from here on out, and it's already been bad.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
And Ezra knew he was a man of the Lord, but when he saw these visions of the future, he was like, God damn, what am I going to do?
Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
And hey, this is in the Apocrypha, but that's reiterating Matthew 24. What? The beginning of sorrows. The beginning of great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, which what? Hezbollah just recently did a missile strike on Israel. So there's a war brewing on Israel's northern border. You got war with Iran brewing, China and Taiwan, Russia and Ukraine. It's just flashpoints all across the planet.
God.
And as I said, and the powers shall stand in fear. We know that, these elites, they've got their hands manipulating stuff. But once this bitch really gets started, a lot of shit's going to blow out of proportion to where they're just going to be like, what? It's out of our control at this point. We can just implement the CHIP. That's what they're pushing for. But it's what they think it's going to be and what it's actually going to be is going to be two different things.
Verse 19, it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Keep going.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
And, we saw that during 2019 to 2021. You had a lot of Jake's, a lot of brothers with family members who were asking, what's going on? I know you're into the Bible. What are the answers? But then when things started to get better, they went back to being scoffers. They got to be worse scoffers. And, even when all these calamities of Jacob's trouble happened, what does it say? That a lot of people are going to take that CHIP. So what? They're not going to turn to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, but they're going to turn to the very same person afflicting them, going down to Egypt to try to, assuage
Trust and
oppression, assuage that pain they're going from. They're going to jump out of the frying pan and into the fire. Keep going on, Baba Kasha.
Verse 21, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case.
Which, hey, these victuals ain't so cheap anymore. Yeah. Like, brothers can attest to how these prices just keep going up and up and up. And it's only going to intensify as they give more money to these migrants, which is all by design to, degrade the value of the dollar. Unless we forget Saudi Arabia decided not to renew that petrodollar deal. So that's just going to further, erode the strength of the dollar.
Y'all had in the chat like a couple days ago, I put in this little video from Instagram, and they had this Edomite. He pulled up how he made groceries. It was 45 items like 2 years ago. It was like $200 or something like that. So he like tallied it up. It was still set up. So he was about to buy it again. He just wanted to see how much it was gonna be. And today it was like $500, $600, like $400 more. It's just everything just getting higher and higher, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, we could
It's
see
getting
that
bad
out
out
here. We were talking about that earlier. Nobody go to the store and get 5-6 items and boom, $50, $60. You just getting not even a handful of shit.
Some Lysol and toilet paper, and it's $70.
Yeah.
Hyperinflation.
But this is back at second address 15 and
And
20.
just to back up, what the brother said on the other side of the camera, I heard a new term now. One guy's talking about superinflation now.
Damn.
Like,
She out of control.
Jeez Louise.
superinflation is just you're poor. You're on the streets, and you fighting for a grain of rice.
Man. It says, verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
What do we keep hearing? Famine, the sword, and great death.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going on.
It says, verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
I think you just said something like it's just going to be one calamity after another.
Yeah.
If you're not of that elect number, if you don't starve to death, hey, one of these Proud Boys is going to put you to death. If you escape from them, you're going to go to a concentration camp, get drafted to go die in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, or ultimately get burned up by one of these nukes. Oh, let it. Yeah, let it. And then, got it.
Verse 23, it says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
They just backing up what the elder brother said. There's going to be so many dead bodies out here. There's going to be nobody to bury them.
Yep.
These dead bodies are going to be like dung or shit on the street. And when you see shit, you just step over it. There's going to be so many dead bodies out here. You're going to be desensitized and not give a second thought to it. It's just going to be about moving forward and you trying to survive. Mm-hmm. I know you got a precept, Kaya.
Go.
Okay, you got it.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know I had it. This Amos 5 and 16. It says, therefore, Yahawah, everybody holding that? Therefore, Yahawah, the power of hosts, the Lord said thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. I'm gonna jump to 18 and get in.
That was a good one, though.
Yeah, that's a
There
good
should
one.
be
Yeah, that's what I started.
mourning in the streets and in the highways, and the husbandmen shall be mourning. We went into those that till the ground mourning, and husbandmen can also go to your average everyday worker. They're mourning right now. You got people working 2 to 3 jobs just trying to make ends meet on a studio apartment. Like it's a bad case scenario for the majority of these people out here.
Oh, well, in Jeremiah 9 and 20, it says, that is coming to our windows. So that meaning it's up close, right? If something is in your windows, it's up on you, right? Even women gonna be, the verse 4 as it say, the women, the daughter's gonna be wailing, the women, is basically it's for everybody.
And
man.
if it's coming through your windows, that's like a thief.
That's like
it's
a
gonna
thief.
hit you. It's gonna blindside you. It'll be that sucker punch.
Yep. It says, and in all vineyards there shall be wailing. Y'all spoke about the vineyards.
Mm-hmm.
For I will pass through thee, said Yahawah. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahawah. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahawah is darkness and not light.
And I'll say this: a lot of these, prepper channels and stuff like that. A lot of them are so-called Christians, and they talk about Jesus. And when you go to the comments, they're like, things are gonna get bad, but we just gotta pray in Jesus. I saw somebody. I was gonna take a screenshot of this image and put it in our chat. Some person put, no matter if they cut off the internet, I believe we're gonna vibrate at a higher vibration and speak telepathically with each other.
Yeah.
That's how zapped out these
They're gonna be
Christians.
on the movie like the cell. All of them gonna be with the.
They're gonna
with the
vibrate
5G,
all
they
right.
gonna all the way to the cell thing, man.
That's another thing too. We ain't even got into the juice.
Yeah.
Being one of those plagues.
Well, the plagues, the pestilence, and the famines cover everything.
Mhm.
That's all the sorrows. When you actually think about it, the Lord ain't had to say all that. Just all those gonna cover the columns of everything just going bad. What that little passage was, everybody was passing. It was like Bill started with a dog and his daughter, and then they ended up under the bridge. They
Oh,
sold the
How
house.
Will Go Down.
How long will go down?
Yeah.
You know those
He
series?
talked like this.
We talk, yeah.
John lost his job that day.
Yeah, he lost his
And then his daughter.
but it seemed okay.
It was
Yeah.
heavy, though.
It was heavy though, right? Because that's basically the build up of basically you building up to basically go lower. Like the Lord bringing you lower, but it was a build up, man. So as a what?
how'd that
It's
go?
a start point.
He lost his job. His daughter became a prostitute,
prostitute.
and
Then
got
he never
sold into
saw her no
sex
more.
trafficking. His son got sick, and then they ended up in a refugee camp where a stray bullet killed his wife.
Yeah.
But
Then
brother,
they eat the dog too?
Yeah, they ended up dog quick.
brother, all that happened in the span of like 5 days.
Yeah, it was it was
Day
weeks,
5.
couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
It was a couple weeks.
Yeah, they did it by weeks.
They did it by
Week
weeks.
one, because he
Week one,
kept having
okay,
hope that
yeah.
you know something was gonna prevail.
But it just kept getting worse.
Yeah, it just kept getting worse and worse.
Let me finish this out. Amos 5:19. As if a man, well, warn to you that desire the day of Yahweh, what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. And I used to read this with not understanding, because I used to be like, what desire the day for you, meaning it's for everybody. But nah, the men of the Lord that's serving it, that's closer to our salvation, man. Right? Yeah. That's for the wicked. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, because Jacob's trouble really is not for the men of the Lord. It's for the elect or the 1/3. That's for you goddamn the wicked of Israel, man. And you other people at it. Because like I always say, it don't make sense for the Lord to get us all the way to this point, coming into remembrance of him, preaching of him, teaching of him, all right? Glorifying, begging him for deliverance, and then ultimately just destroy and wipe out everybody, man.
Don't make no sense.
All right, that's Jacob's trouble in that day of the Lord is for the chastising of the wicked, man. He's gonna whoop the wicked of our people ass, and he's gonna whoop the wicked ass of these other nations. Starting with the so-called white man. I'm talking about straight drop a leg drop on their ass, man. And I had this one to go, which I was saying, Holy but Goody, one of my favorites. This is in Sirach, chapter 11, in 25. It says, in the day of prosperity, there's a forgiveness of affliction. In the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of debt to reward a man according to his ways.
And what was a
Go ahead, you have something to say?
what was a good visualization of that? The beginning of Bushwick. You know, the Edomite girl was with her northern tribe's boyfriend. They were walking, talking, holding hands, talking about, hey, we're gonna do this. We can go see my grandma. But in a span of a few seconds, that guy ran down into the subway on fire. Her boyfriend ran upstairs and got half his face blown off, and then it was just straight war from there. She wasn't concerned about whatever dinner date they were going on.
Right. It says, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end, his deeds shall be discovered. All right. And it says, just an hour, man. The Most High make a man forget. All right. The whole setup of pleasures, because that's what these people are set up in pleasures, man. All right. 2024 Essence Fest is all about pleasures. All right. Girl trip coming down. All right. To meet you a nigga, man. Okay. To get your rocks off and do whatever the hell you want to do. All right. Even this goddamn bullshit day, like we always go into, you niggas was chained up. You niggas was chained up in the goddamn chained up in them damn, what they call them houses? Slave houses and shit, man. You was on the plantation picking cotton. Singing them, niggas was humming, man. Niggas was humming. You niggas went out here shooting fireworks and doing what the white man sit on the fucking porch with his family and do that shit while you niggas look. I sure would like to pop one. You niggas was mad. You niggas was locked down, brother.
I want some of that lemonade. They
Yeah,
got up there.
that lemonade sure look good out. Look it out. 5 pieces of ice now. You niggas was mad. You niggas was fucked up, brother. But yeah, you get the day you get proudful because you niggas got like that other nigga that brother's been going back and forth with, the nigga that be with Charleston White.
Anton Daniels.
That Anton Daniels, nigga get proud because you get a little YouTube money. All right? But your big fat Bubba Sparks ass, nigga, you was fucking a couple months ago you was through, man. But all of a sudden you get YouTube money now, you get proud, man. You know? Which that shit gonna come to an end too.
Pride goes before destruction.
Yeah.
And you scoff. Hey, start up.
Yeah, you scoff at them brothers in Detroit,
Start up at 20.
not knowing what you're dealing with, man. You know? Why they give a damn about about a nigga money? All you have is a bunch of debt. You gonna find that out. A lot of you niggas in the entertainment world that what they call them? What they call them niggas? Influencer world. You gonna find out content creators. That shit. You gonna find out, man, that you just really just got a bunch of debt, right? Because when these devils push that button, everybody's gonna be on an even playing field with the bank. The banks, you gonna go to the bank to get some bread out, and ain't gonna better get shit. Excuse me. All right, you ain't gonna better get your bread out. And you niggas gonna find out the hard way, man. You proud ass niggas. You proud, and like I say, I always forget the movie, but it's a movie where either might sit at the table, and they say you the one. The woman started off by saying you the one that kind of corrupt them. Like no, you forget the whole concept. We get a nigga, we make him think he's one of us, and he believes he's one of us. And say his people don't turn on us, but turns on him because we gave him the clothes, the money. All right, we put him on a high status in front of him, and then we release him back to his people so they can hate him. Yeah. I forgot what movie. It's like I got it on my. I think I got it on my phone. Trading Places? No. It's not Trading Places. It's an old movie though, man.
That's still better. No, that's not that one.
It's not that one. If one of you brothers said the name, I would remember. You know, but.
Yeah, I know the clip.
Yeah, you know the clip I'm talking about?
Yeah, when they were sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Like the older white man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not that love. No, that other one is about the Irish and shit. But I forget this movie, man. But that's the thoughts of the wicked. That's how they look at you niggas, man. All right? Give a damn about you niggas got a piece of, you got a bunch of crumbs, man. Yeah. These motherfucking Edomites got gold. Yes. They got silver. They got stocks and bonds, lands,
fatness of the earth,
insurance policies that go back to the 1700s and shit, man.
With your grandparents' names on it.
And you niggas talking about freshly new money from out the projects. You niggas ain't got shit, man.
They got new slaves.
Yeah.
New age slaves.
Hey, that rapper Immortal Technique said it best. New money buys brand new carrots. My old money bought your great grandparents.
Yeah.
That's the spirit out here.
Yeah. And that's true, man. That's definitely true.
But just to back what that brother was saying about that dude Anton Daniels, like he passed by the brothers in I believe Michigan, scoffing at him, saying you're broke. And then Apostle Tahar just posted a clip where he's got some podcast now where he's talking about how those black Hebrew Israelites need to be tagged. Yeah. And pretty much just scrutinized against because they're a problem. Well, hey, that's the spirit of our people. Hey, you're still in that give us Barabbas spirit. You want to go down to Esau for help and try to make a way in a society that hates you when you've got the men of the Lord that are telling you the right way to go. You're scoffing at them and throwing them under the bus.
Yeah, like it says in Matthew, how it said we basically going to persecute YAHAWASHI because if we don't come up against them, the Romans will take away our seat and everything that we got, man. That's how you niggas look at us. Because we are a small representation of YAHAWASHI, man. All right? Because we bring forward what YAHAWASHI was talking about, his word. So, and the only thing is, like this truth said, they hate him who rebuked it at the gate. You niggas hate us, man. Like I said, given the proper chance, the time, and space, you niggas would kill us. And whatever way, how niggas would try to kill us, man. You niggas are the prophet killers from old, man. All right? You come in the spirit of the prophet killers. Nigga talking about you niggas is broke. Yeah, and like I say, a lot of brothers are not broke. It's because you see a brother up here with a garment on. Every brother has a different walk. Some brothers are doing better than others. Some brothers, you got brothers that, not to tell brothers, you got brothers that might be rich.
Doing better than you.
Yeah, doing better than your ass, man.
Yeah.
And brothers come from different fashions of life, man. That's your preconceived notion of us, man. Yeah. But you look at us, hey, brothers got the latest phones, motherfucker got Canon cameras, all type of shit. Y'all niggas bums. Yeah, come on, niggas, true, man. Just look, nigga, you got them Jordans on. Let the white man shoot. Yeah. Like, come on, man. You got Nike on. I hate them niggas, though, man.
We're supposed to use nigga cameras.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hey, it's like the elder brother in North Carolina said about you, Anton Daniels, you fucking bitch.
This is Jeremiah.
And he a simp too, man. You try to you just a watered down version of Tony Sotomayor when you try to mix a little civilized parts of Kevin Sanders, man. But you ain't shit. You just a fat sloppy fuck, man. All right? You just a fat sloppy fuck that's really a simp, and you love them hoes, man. You know? And them hoes control you, man. And look at you, man. Go ahead, bro. I can get on him. You know, ridiculous.
It's Jeremiah chapter 18 and 20, verse 20. It says, "Shall evil be recompensed for good? For they have digged a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them, and to turn away thy wrath from them."
And hey, we coming in the same lot as Jeremiah. We're standing out here making our bodies a living sacrifice to, wake our people up so they don't get that hammer of judgment dropped on them. But as with Jeremiah, they dig the pit for our soul. Again, with Anton Daniels, you're broke, coming up with these podcasts that demonize the truth, and a lot of you other, greasy, fat-footed niggas out here.
Verse 21, "Therefore deliver up their children to the famine."
And that's the spirit, we're coming in that spirit of Jeremiah too. Lord, just kill these fucking niggas.
"And pour out their blood by the force of the sword."
Back in Jeremiah, 2 Ezra 16, the famine, the sword, pour out their blood by the force of the sword.
And you know what he actually saying with the tagging, man? He really, if there was to do a nationwide roundup of us, he'd be the first in line.
Yeah.
He'd be the first in line, pointing brothers out, man.
Yeah, boss, there they go. There they go, master.
That's the type of nigga, man. Just a fucking YouTube personality, and the niggas prideful, man. And that's what the money do. You watch him, you watch that guy prior to, Charleston White going on and shit. He had no steam. He really wasn't doing nothing. All you do is get on there with a bunch of mindless, brainless fucking black women and dumb, goofy niggas.
Yeah.
Right? You try to see him like the man with one eye open amongst the blind. I hate you niggas, man. You the smartest nigga in your clique or your family, and everybody look at you. But then you get in the room with other niggas, other people that are, far exceed themselves from you, and you feel this low. That's why you come up against us, because you feel just like the ones of old that we're the prophet of doom. We're closing the curtain on your little world.
Yeah.
All right, we're closing the curtain on Babylon the Great. All right, you niggas cooning to the white man, and we telling you that all this shit's coming to an end, and you niggas don't want it to come to an end, man. All right, what the scripture says, they put forth the evil day. Yeah, they put forth the day of the Most High, man. Roughly paraphrase it, though. But you about to say something?
What they say in the world, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
They want to live in their ignorance because it's catering to the emotions, their feelings that it give off.
Hey, that worthless slime ball nigga Charleston White just said, "I want the white Jesus because he allows me to, do all my wickedness, and then I can, ask for forgiveness before I die and go to heaven."
He said that too.
But that's also just to show you that how much the Christian church is a joke. Because if he's thinking like that, how many other ones, the pastor's thinking like that?
Yeah, he's just bold enough to say it, that's all.
Yeah, that's the mindset of the Baptist Christian church, man. All of them think like that.
Well, as long as I repent.
Yeah, as long as I repent, I'm good.
Yeah.
Come over here, Sister Jones.
You in it.
Yeah.
Yes. You be gay.
That don't even make sense.
I'm repent. I'm
You
good.
shouldn't even be able to repent then. It should be no such thing as repentance. If you could just do what you want, either way it go, you should just be able to do what you want.
That's why our people love America so much, because that's the spirit it pushes.
Yeah, do as I will.
Yeah, do as I will. Let it be the whole of the law. Something shit like that. Just do whatever you want, man. Just be a slime ball, the most wicked, and you get held in high esteem. Like this brother, before the camera, brother was speaking about this other nigga called this guy called Gangster. He's slightly glorified.
Not slightly.
Yeah,
He is.
glorified, man. You look at the pictures of he just was a slime ball sitting on niggas' laps and all that shit. Niggas slime balls, bro.
He was a lap
And really the dudes that was, you listen to his story, the dudes like Stone, all these guys that was up on here, he was back door stealing from them, lying, trying to, jack them, they women, all this shit, man. This nigga shit, and these niggas are glorified. The King Von guy, glorified, man.
Yeah, serial killer.
Yeah, and he was noted in the FBI files as a serial killer, man. Right along with many other these niggas out here. Y'all niggas uplifting niggas. Them niggas is nothing to us. We seen what the rap nigga around here we seen? Mac?
Come out. Oh, Mac.
Yeah, them niggas nothing to us, man.
What they call the other one? OG3 or something like that.
Yeah, we seen these guys and them guys. We talk to them dudes like they're really nothing to us, man. You know?
Welcome big.
Yeah, we uphold righteousness, man.
That's right.
All right, we don't give a damn about these so-called celebrity niggas. All right, because you niggas idol them niggas. We don't idol them. Idol worship them niggas, man. Y'all do. You know?
I'm gonna let you get yours
You
real
brought
quick.
that water out?
Oh yeah, it's in that bag by my thermos over there. But hey, this is just a testament that you're them same Jakes that were back during the days of YAHAWASHI that said, "Let His blood be on us and our children." Because what? When Pontius Pilate was like, "Shall I give you YAHAWASHI or shall I give you Barabbas?" Where it said he was a known, fugitive and a murderer, pretty much a thug and a killer back then. They said, "Give us Barabbas." Same thing with Jake now. Jake is uplifting, these slime ball niggas out here, these gangsters, these thugs, these whores, and these thoughts, and these transformers.
Because they defrauded the devil. That's
Exactly.
Right.
You got it, all right? Kind. Did you got it, Talia?
I still have it.
We're gonna get back to that kind.
This Matthew 27, and I'll start at verse 11. It says, "And Yahawashi stood before the governor. The governor asked him, saying, Art thou the king of the Jews? And Yahawashi said unto him, Thou sayest. And when he was accused of the chief priests and the elders, he answered nothing. Then said Pilate unto him, Hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? And he answered him to never a word, insomuch that the governor marveled greatly. Now at the feast the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner whom they would. And they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, Whom will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Yahawashi, which is called the Hamashiach? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him.
And it's the same. Notice how I mentioned, the chief priests that came against Yahawashi. Lest we forget, Bishop Nate, who's constantly coming against, GMS, begin with our apostles and elders on down, just having interviews with gutter rats, just completely slandering, saying, oh, y'all are, pedos and all that shit. All these other
proof.
No proof at all. When you got bodies over there.
And this shit been going on. This shit been going on for years, man. These allegations of being whatever
Bones.
for years, no proof. But then you niggas like Polite and you guys over there, y'all got bodies, y'all got lives of people that y'all destroyed, man.
Real pedophiles.
Accounts of horror stories, man. Okay. Now we have the guys that fall out and different things like that happen, but nothing. Y'all, I think the nigga Pockets died, right? Yeah. And soon as he died, y'all in there doing this with the big screen. The 65 is coming out the house with it. Y'all niggas, the chick, nigga killed her. And like you look at a lot of them guys, a lot of them niggas over there with that purple, them niggas nutcases, man. Them niggas, you be seeing them niggas, man.
Hey, remember Joey Morgan.
Shit is ridiculous, man. You niggas have horror stories.
The nigga with the fringes, he was freaked out.
Oh, the freak.
Oh yeah, the nigga,
He was messing with them punks,
Transformer.
but he was doing it with fringes on.
Yeah,
That's how he was identified by the Transformer. Oh, he had a purple garment on with fringes.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Shake town bad.
That's what Tim's.
Niggas sick, man.
Knee pads had fringes.
Knee pads
Building
with
name
purple
with
knee pads.
And then you niggas openly got adultery going around. It's the same thing happened in the old school. You niggas got adultery.
They think he was laughing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of his
Ooh,
guys,
it's juicy.
he said, "Oh, I like this stuff. I'm a little nasty." It's like,
Come on, man.
we're talking about a man in your congregation who had his wife, committing adultery with another slime ball nigga, and y'all brought it out. and kick them out, but you're making light of the situation. The only person in their right mind was there's that one Jake you heard in the back that said, kill him. That's all you heard.
Yeah, you niggas, this nigga's a freak, man. Y'all having class, this nigga going in the bathroom, show that pic, man.
With the fringe, he had to pull the fringes to the side.
And put the fringes on that thing, man. Niggas sick, man.
That ain't part of the 613.
Niggas is sick, man. Like I said, that's just one account. How much more? We ain't heard different. You know, you hear different shit, man. Then you got them other guys, them Sakari guys, man. That's a whole nother story in itself, you know.
High priest life coach.
$500  8 hours. You got it, and then you got it, Kalaya.
Back in Matthew 27 and 20, it says, and I'm gonna read it in the NLT. It says, meanwhile, the leading priests and the elders persuaded the crowd to ask for Barabbas to be released and for YAHAWASHI to be put to death. So the governor asked again, which of these two do you want me to release to you? The crowd shouted back, Barabbas. Pilate responded, then what should I do with YAHAWASHI, who is called the Messiah? They shouted back, crucify him.
Hey, you're broke. Hey, tag them, and do whatever you want with them. Polite wanted to send the Bloods of the Crips on our apostles. You niggas are them same niggas back then doing the exact same thing, standing in your line. And what ended up happening to them? 70 AD, where Esau as the Romans rolled in and put you to death. And what's going to happen today? Those Roman soldiers of Babylon are going to roll on you.
Because a lot of you niggas, you done more than you the apes from our planet Apes, man. That helped the white man out, and guess what? In the end, he still killed you.
Yeah.
He's still gonna kill your ass, man. Because a lot of you niggas that's in that world of hip hop and entertainment, you believe when all these missiles and shit get to flying, that you gonna have a stake on the ship or whatever the fuck they getting out of here on. You think you gonna be on there, man?
There's gonna be a butler in the bunker.
Yeah. Yeah. You niggas gonna leave your ass right here, man. You ain't nothing.
If I could say, speaking on that matter, I brought out some information a couple of days ago about the bunker that's here in New Orleans, and it didn't say nothing about housing the civilians. That said, that's for I forget. I think it said notable representatives or something of that nature, like high ups. That's not for regular Jakes.
Hey, that ain't for juvenile, man.
All
right, that's not for Birdman and currencies and all these niggas, man. Them for them higher up elites out here. All right. And some of them who think they gonna be on there ain't gonna be on there, man. Right. Fucking devils don't care about you. Them small hats. Them niggas care about themselves. All right.
Got something for you.
You got it. We'll get that, and then.
And then you truly gonna find out that money ain't gonna save you. All right. When the missiles flying, the nigga name is dude name is. This nigga that's talking about y'all broke. I'll keep forgetting his name.
Anton Daniels.
Yeah, Anton Daniels. You gonna find out that money can't stop them missiles, man.
Which is profit not.
Yeah. Yeah, them missiles ain't, you ain't gonna be able to put 100,000 down for Putin or for the Most High to stop them missiles. Maybe this will change your mind. You know how nigga slide it, or nigga get the briefcase, open them locks, and open that bitch though. What about that? That change your mind? No, nigga, they gonna still come. Can't stop the troops.
What does it say in Isaiah 13? The king of the Medes shall not regard gold or silver.
Yeah.
And it also says in what Ezekiel, they shall cast their gold and their silver into the streets.
Yeah. This money that we got in our back pockets, these FRN notes is gonna be toilet paper that day, man.
Wisdom and knowledge should be the
For fire.
But what I do see with a nigga like that, he's gonna get the chip. He's gladly gonna get the chip.
Gonna get 2 of them.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Receive their consolation, man. That's it.
And we Anton Daniels, we want you to get the chip.
Yeah, you should. You should be a great candidate to get the chip.
Right. Walking device.
You know, I think that'll help with your weight loss and all that shit. I think you need to get
right.
the chip, man. Believe all that shit they say.
Yeah, do the podcast on the chip, man.
Yeah.
The Chip Podcast.
Chip podcast, yeah.
Yeah, I think you should get it.
We highly recommend you get it. Please do. And a lot of you other niggas out there get that chip too.
Episode number 666.
This is Jeremiah 8, chapter 18, verse 21. It says, you want me to start back up at 20? Verse 20, it says, shall evil be recompensed for good? For they have digged a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them, and to turn away thy wrath from them. Verse 21, therefore deliver up their children to the famine, and pour out their blood by the force of the sword. And let their wives be bereaved of their children, and be widows.
And a lot of you women are about to get bereaved of your children soon because, you know, if they get that draft through 18 to 26, which you're going to raise that age up,
My baby.
is going to go die in a ditch over in the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right.
And let their men be put to death.
Let their men be put to death. What's it saying, 2nd Ezra 16? Their husbands, no, their men shall die, their bridegrooms shall die in the wars, and their husbands shall die of famine. Niggas are going to be dying over in America. Niggas are going to be dying over in the Middle East.
Let their young men be slain by the sword and battle.
Hey, let the young men be slain over in the valley of Jehoshaphat and over here. And, you know, to that Jake that came out last Saturday, hey, we see you in the right spirit, but this ain't going to be a battle you can win by shooting your way out of it. You're going to have to rely on YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI to get out of this. And that's all you other sincere Akim and Akwat out there.
It's funny, that shit you hear in the back, that's how it's going to be out here.
Yeah, every day.
Which one we went to go see? What that movie was? Civil War. And as the movie went on, that's all you heard. Gunfire in the background, streams, huh? Explosions. That's how it's gonna be, man.
War zone.
You know, you niggas, Jake ain't ready for that.
Hey, that first firefight they got into, which was the one that got killed? Jake. He was hiding behind that pillar, screaming like, I can't do it. I can't move. I can't breathe. And then when he ran, they got him dead in the fucking spleen.
Yeah, that's gonna be you, Jakes, because you niggas panic. You panic in times like that. You niggas don't know what to do, man. You jump all in the open, shooting, doing all sorts of stupid shit, man. Right? This is gonna be far. This type of shit that's coming is gonna be far way advanced than them gunfights in the Desire Project. Right? Them gunfights on Shefferman Tour in Reed Boulevard, right? It's gonna be far advanced in that shit, man.
Hey, this is gonna be like you were talking about with your man you knew in Mexico, hours-long gun battles.
Hours. Yeah, I got a supervisor that went when our facility moved parts of their stuff to Chihuahua, Mexico. He said, man, I seen the cartels get down. He said, we ain't talking about just a couple minute gunfight. Most gunfights happen 50 seconds.
Yes.
Not even a minute. A minute is a long gunfight. He said that shit lasts for hours. We talking about grenades being used, rocket launchers. Them niggas getting it on for a whole hour or something. And you come out. He said, I come outside. You see the blood. You see the people. You open the doors. Why can't open the doors? It's a nigga laying there. You know. And it was doing their thing. That's how it's gonna be over here on the shores of America. Hour-long gun battles. All right? With the biggest of the biggest elite shit. We ain't talking about you, because you country niggas, you love them 22 long, you love them 22 long, what do you call them?
Rifles.
Yeah, 22 longs, man. That shit ain't gonna be able to help you. These soldiers that's coming over here, they're gonna have the top notch of the best shit. 308s, 50 cals that rip fucking limbs off, man. 308 and 50 cal bullets that if it whizzes past your head, it still kill you. You know? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, hey, this is the last time, war gonna ever happen. So they got to use their best shit.
Best shit.
They got to. Yeah. They won't have war in the kingdom, and it's gonna be the water in our waters.
And like that guy that he was reading on the article. Imagine him going around and you not even you just a confusion of face. He just gonna kill you. It's like on Civil War. Mm-hmm. Where you from? I'm from. What did they say you from?
Hong Kong.
I'm from Hong Kong. Oh wow, really? Yeah.
Yeah. So you speak English? You speaking? He was being sarcastic with it. Hong Kong. Boom.
Yeah. That's how it's gonna be with these. You get your ass caught cross that bridge over there. If you make it cross that bridge, man. All right. You got your spicy macaroni stored up, eating in the bush. All right, and gangs of fucking Edomites roll up on you. Hey boy,
You taking a shit because the
Yeah.
spicy macaroni.
and then, hey man, they fuck you up. You know, they fuck you up, man.
Looks like you got a stomach ache there, boss.
Yeah,
In the bush.
I reckon you ain't from around these parts. You know, and then it's over for you, man. And a lot of you Jays you gonna get caught down as bad. Let me ask you.
22.
Back in the Jeremiah. This is chapter 18, verse 22. It says, "Let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. For they have digged a pit to take me, and hid snares for my feet."
Hey, let a cry be heard from their houses. You can give me somebody give me that second Esdras 16 around 70. You know, they shall be like madmen. Is that, that backs that up. As it says in Jeremiah, I believe it's 51, I shall fill thee with men as caterpillars. That's what a lot of these migrants are coming in here to do, to police the streets of America. And best believe they gave them a sit rep on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Hey, you're going to be in these inner cities, and these are the ones that are going to give you a lot of problems. The Most High is bringing that sword, down on you, Jakes. You got it, all right?
15,
16.
16.
I got it.
Come on.
Oh, you got it.
You just started,
I just want to see.
you started 69, all right? You 69 and read down to 71.
This is Second Ezra 16, verse 69. "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden underfoot."
Hey, you Jakes that go down to Egypt for help, that hide under the shadow of Pharaoh. A lot of y'all think that this election is going to be whoever we pick is going to bring the country back. That's not going to be the case. When Esau comes down with that sword, you think going to those camps and getting that sea hip to get some food is going to help you out? That's not going to be the case. As it said, you're going to be held in derision and trodden underfoot. These calamities of Jacob's trouble are going to get you. Ultimately, those missiles are going to get you. Keep going on.
Verse 70. "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord."
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And what's it saying? Romans 10, our people have a wisdom, but not according to knowledge. You got a lot of our people that are becoming atheists now, but a lot of our people, even though they're wicked, still believe in, some kind of God or power. So Esau, he's gonna be rolling on Israelites that know they're Israelites, and Israelites that are just, that don't know they're Israelites or don't want to acknowledge it out here. Pretty much he's rolling on all you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, us included. The only difference is that Abarat Tazah, we're that elect number, we're going to have that protective hedge over us. You can read verse 71 and that'll be it.
This is verse 71. "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord."
Back in that Jeremiah 18 and 22, "Let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring in a troop suddenly upon them." Those madmen are going to be these troops. These mercenaries, these UN troops, these migrants, coming to, kick ass and take names and put people down in the streets like dogs, like the dung in the streets. This is what is coming, to the, you hard-headed so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out here that don't want to take heed to these words. As Jeremiah said, "I've tried to, preach to, save them before your eyes, but, they dig that pit for my soul." You didn't want to hear. If you say you don't want to hear the prophets and you want to hear the Lord directly, well, you're going to get what you want. Yeah. And when the Lord intervenes in it, it's not going to be the answer you want.
Ain't gonna be no talking, man.
No talking. The talking's taking place right now. This is the diplomacy part of war. Once the war actually happens, there's no more diplomacy. It's straight laying bodies down in the streets. Con, we'll get your precept and we'll close it out in that Isaiah 28. Any other brothers have any precepts? Con.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, "They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord.
Straight to the point. That first part is what? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And that second part is what? That's 2 Ezra chapter 9. You took this time of liberty and cast that word behind you. Now you're going to know it after death by pain. And I believe it says it in Isaiah 2 that I shall bring their delusions and their fears upon them. The very worst thing you fear is probably what the Most High is going to use to take you out. You're afraid of a pack of dogs eating your guts out, eating your intestines out. Hey, expect that to be your end.
Snakes, you might get an anaconda.
Anaconda. Yeah, baby birds to the brother Uriah there watching. But we'll close down that Isaiah 28 because the elder brother made a point earlier. It's like a lot of you jakes up in the higher echelons of society think that just because we made a deal with Esau that we're going to make it out of this thing. But no, unless you have that elect number, you're not making it out of this thing. The only thing you're going to be elected for is judgment and death.
God, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 14. Wherefore, hear the word of Yahawah, ye scornful men that rule his people which is in Jerusalem.
You definitely are some scornful men out here that rule over our people. These niggas out here, these celebrities that they look at as idols, and even in Israel, these other camps that have the carnal image, the money and the status and all that. But what? You're leading our people astray with these false, wayward doctrines.
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement.
We've gone down to Egypt for help. What? Hey, we have no king but Caesar. You think just because you're doing what Esau's telling you to do, that he's gonna, somehow you're gonna slip through the cracks. But look at the history of this man. Everybody, even within his own people, anybody that made a deal with him, once he was done with them, hey, he threw them under the bus too. You had that devil, Henry Kissinger, who said to be an enemy of America is dangerous, but to be a friend of America is deadly.
There you go. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
When that enemy shall come in like a flood, those madmen and that great insurrection sparing none.
For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
501c3s, just lying and doing whatever you can just to go along, to get along in this society, to get some status.
God. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. Talking about YAHAWASHI.
Right.
He that believeth shall not make haste.
Hey, that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. As the brother Bayan also brought out in that wisdom of Solomon, what? Leaning on Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI, being our stability, that chief cornerstone. Right. Or was it also talk about that cornerstone? Those that fell upon it were burst into pieces, and those that the stone fell upon were beat into powder. If you go against YAHAWASHI, you're going against life. You love death.
Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place.
All these calamities of Jacob's trouble, and ultimately those nuclear missiles sweeping everything away like that besom of destruction in Isaiah chapter 14.
Okay. Verse 18, it says, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
Hey, you're going to be washed away with this judgment. While, what does it say? When the enemy come in like a flood in Isaiah 59, hey, the Most High is going to set up that standard for his elect. Right. Hey, you sincere, men and women of Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI who are taking this time of liberty and grace to get back with your power and, get away from this world, not celebrating a goddamn July 4th, because we sure ain't in independence. Yeah. Was it saying that Jeremiah 8, the summer is past, and yet we are still in our captivity. Right. We're still in captivity, and we're still not free. So the work still needs to be done. But while we're doing this work, we're making our calling and election sure, so this flood doesn't take us away like it's going to take away you wicked niggers, you spicks, and you tontos out there, and deservedly and rightfully so. Any brothers want to make any closing points? So with that, we hope you sincere Akim and Akwat out there were edified by another live camp. And again, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors
to YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI bahasham Rakakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure to the end. Ababa ball,
Ababa ball,
Ababa ball,
Ababa ball,
Ababa ball,
Ababa ball.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalawam.
Shalawam.